So guys, it's currently 7:27 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and I'm going to show you the pairs I'm monitoring for today because I'm about to head. I have a class by 8 o'clock, so I'm just going to show you these pairs that I'll be monitoring throughout the day for like an entry signal and stuff like that. So let me not talk too much. Let me just take it on my screen and show you exactly what we're monitoring. Let's go. So first on our screen, as you can see, we have GBP NZD, and we're looking for sales on GBP NZD. The analysis behind this decision is quite simple. Let me adjust my camera right. So as you can see, this was a level of lower low. So I'm just expecting a lower high from this level of support, and I'm expecting to serve as resistance here. So if I find my entry signal, I'll be looking to take an entry today. That's all I'm waiting for on GBP NZD. Then the next pair is Euro GBP. Euro GBP is blasting through my pair. I was looking for sales, but we'll just watch it. I'm basically waiting for a bearish engulfing candle here, as you can see from the market structure. Let me mark our structure for you. This was a higher high, this was a higher low, this was a higher high, this was a higher low, and this was a lower high, and this was a lower low. So I'm expecting the next lower high to give me the next lower low. That's all I'm waiting for on Euro GBP. So I'll be looking like something like a bearish engulfing candle here, just bearish pressure entering the market from this level of support and resistance, and the candle that will give me my entry must close below this support and resistance zone. That's all I'm waiting for on Euro GBP. Then for NZD USD, this is something quite similar. We're waiting for a simple break and retest on NZD USD, because this was a higher high, this was a higher low, this was a higher high. So I'm waiting for this higher low at this level of support and resistance, break and retest, to give me the next higher high. So when price comes into this my break and retest zone, I'll watch out for my entry signal throughout today. Then the last on today's watch list is GBP CHF. We're in bearish structure before, but we presented a very clean head and shoulders pattern, which is signifying reversals. So what I mean by that is that, okay, let me just mark out the bearish structure I talked about. So as you can see, we're forming lower highs and lower lows. This was a lower low, this was a lower high, this was a lower low, this was a lower high. Then this was the last lower equal lows. It was a lower high, give us a lower low, lower high. Then we have a higher low, higher high, higher low, then higher high. The only thing here is the head and shoulders pattern I'm talking about. You can see we had the left shoulder here, we had the head here, and we had the right shoulder, break above neckline and retest of structure. Then I'm looking for my entry signal around there. So guys, that's all I'm looking for throughout the day. I'll just be like waiting for my entry signal. So I'm about to go and prepare for school. I'll see you in the next trade update. Peace. So guys, this is basically like 30 minutes later. There was definitely some fundamentals that played out in the market because let me just show you. No need to talk. Let me show you what happened. As you can see, this is GBP NZD I just explained. I was waiting for my entry signal. And on the 30 minutes, my entry signal is a bearish engulfing candle. And you can see the size of this bearish engulfing candle. That is definitely a fundamental candle. So all I'm going to wait for my entry is a pullback into this level to risk my normal risk and take the trade. So if we pull back into this level of support and resistance, I'll be looking to enter it. Euro GBP, let's go to Euro GBP. Euro GBP, as you can see, the trade idea got absolutely validated. This is like the importance of waiting for an entry signal. I talked about waiting for an entry signal, that my candle must be a bearish engulfing candle that closes below here. As you can see, this was only one candle close. It was not convincing enough before this whole candle came and validated it. So now the bearish trade idea has been invalidated. We could switch our bias to bullish. So let me clean this structure, because we clearly have a new higher high. So now that we have a new higher high, we could be watching out for levels to form a higher low from. Okay, see, like this is a higher high, higher low. You can see this is a new higher high. So if we form a higher low here from this level of support and resistance, which I've marked out, I'll be interested in applying my entry signal to take price to the upside. And the entry signal is basically like a bullish engulfing candle. No need to panic or worry about it. So the bullish trade idea on NZD USD, I thought there's definitely some fundamentals playing out. But as you can see now, this was the higher high, and this is the higher low I was anticipating. The size of these bearish candles are quite huge. So it's going to take a lot of time for me to find my entry signal. Let me say the 30 minutes. I need to see like bullish pressure, and price has to close above these my levels. If price doesn't close above it, I'm not taking any entry. And for GBP CHF, what are we looking like? Okay, yeah, same fundamental played out on GBP CHF. You can see the size of that one candle on the 4-hour time frame. Let me remove this. This is one candle on the 4-hour time frame, which is crazy. So yeah, it's probably not going to be a trade idea, except I'm trying to take sales, but I'm not too happy with the sales. Say if price pulls back here like this, it takes some sales to continue, but nah, I'm good. So I'm just going to focus on GBP NZD. GBP NZD is the one that has the highest probability right now. So we'll be waiting for that retest. And what's actually funny about GBP NZD is that it's possible we won't even get the retest. Possible price could just come all the way to take profit. So that's fine. But I'm just going to wait for this retest on GBP NZD. Guys, it's only been 30 minutes and this is the craziness that's happened in the market. So we'll just wait. The class, I'm not going again. Let me just focus on these trade ideas. I'll see you in the next trade update. Peace. So guys, currently Friday. I've waited all week and we did not find the setup. But today I just found a sell opportunity on GBP AUD. So let me jump into my screen and show you what the setup looks like. I'm also aware that today is NFP day, but the trade idea looks very good, very textbook. So I just executed it on my prop firm that I'm about to blow. So we have 2 more trades on this prop firm. If we lose this trade, I've officially blown it. But I'm just going to execute our plan. Let me jump into the screen and show you what the trade looks like. So guys, this is GBP AUD. Let me just do a quick analysis on the trades. Very, very simple analysis. So on GBP AUD, we're looking for sales. How I came up with the sell trade idea is because I saw on the 4-hour time frame we're forming bearish market structure. So this was a lower low, and this was a lower high, and this is a lower low, and the expectation is for this lower high to give me the next swing structure, which is the next lower low. And the reason why I chose to sell from here is because this is a level of break and retest zone. You can see price form as resistance. You can see price form support here. I'm expecting to serve as resistance here. So that's the higher time frame analysis. And for my entry, I dropped to the 15 minutes time frame, and I began to realize a switch in structure. Let me explain what I mean. So if you look at the 15 minutes time frame, let me mark out structure on the 15 minutes. This was a higher high, this was the higher low, this was the higher high. We're still in bullish market structure here, higher low. So this was the last high and this was the last low. What I now noticed is that towards the end of New York session yesterday, price then gave us a lower low, which means price structure switched bearish. So we're currently experiencing lower lows because it's lower than this was the previous low. Then this was a lower high, this is a lower low, this is a lower high, and this is a lower low. So I simply joined the trend at this lower high, expecting to give me the lower low that will deliver it to this 4-hour zone. So we're targeting a 1 to, this is just like a 1 to 2. We're risking $35 to get $80. So maybe a 1 to 2.5 is what we're targeting for this trade. Let me see if I can jump into my meta trade and show you the execution. There you go. So this is the execution on the M30 time frame. We're risking $35 to get $88, and this is the trade. We're currently in $8 drawdown. So I'm going to do a trade update after we hit stop loss or take profit. So see you guys in the next trade update. So guys, it's currently Saturday morning. The trading week is officially over. I ended up losing 1% this week, which was on GBP AUD. The analysis of the trade was correct. I'll pop a screenshot here. The trade delivered in 1 to 2, but because of the spread of the news, I got stopped out. I got slipped. I planned to risk $35 on the trade, but the trade stopped me out at $80 loss, which is fine. Just charge it to the game. Come back next week and execute our trading plan. I took 2 L's this week. I also found out that my laptop is not working anymore, so I've just been trading off my iPhone 6. It's just a little setback. So thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.